So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
The Bucks took a massive leap in coach Mike Budenholzer's first season in Milwaukee. Budenholzer said he joined the organization at the perfect time. The new facilities, the energetic fans, the great roster, ownership, front office, everything is set up to have great success. And he added, I feel fortunate to be the coach. Kevin?
The feeling no doubt mutual. Thanks, DA. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at Antetokounmpo. He's out in front in the East, a superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolades.
And getting the kind of attention you'd expect for a player having the kind of season he's having.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Smitty, the increased pace of the game, how does that affect players, you think, trying to get through the season in terms of, say, fatigue?
You know, I think for the teams that those coaches understand, they do a great job of playing 10, 11, 12 guys throughout the season. It usually bodes well. It's those organizations that's going 6, 7, only 8 deep. You see those guys start to fatigue, and any injury, then you really see it shows up on paper and on the floor when you're not a deep team.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Over in the corner, Matthews. To the paint, here's Giannis. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. And Matthews kicks to Lopez. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Young passes to Herter. Now, here's Hunter. He's covered by Matthews. Pass to Collins. Young outside. The shot kept alive. Second chance shot. Shot by Collins, no good.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
No good from Bledsoe.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game right now. That one misses for Young. You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about, Kevin, first player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
Here's Young after Wesley Matthews score. Young passes to Capella. He feeds it to Collins. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bledsoe looking around. It's Matthews on the wing. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
Passes to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Herter. Lopez covering. Shots good from Young.
Let me tell you, off the catch, Trae Young transfers the ball into his shot pocket as quickly as anyone.
Bledsoe with it. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Giannis. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket tonight.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Bledsoe against Young. Inside, stolen by Collins. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Herter. He's covered by Matthews. Capella. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks trail. To the inside. And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Middleton. And that's now 6 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Young passes to Hunter. Young outside. Up again. Giannis grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Bledsoe finds Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. To the wing on the left. There's the pass to Young. The 19-foot shot. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Matthews with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And one thing that held the Hawks back last year, all the mistakes.
Yes, last in the league in turnovers, second to last in personal fouls. They were one of the youngest teams last season, and it showed. But you have to have more discipline to win games, which is why they only won 29.
And here's a look at some numbers for Capella.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Now, here's Capella. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
So it's the Hawks now after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Young. And just miss after miss right now.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
The Hawks trail by 9. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Herter passes to Young. To the middle. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 6 points for Clint Capella.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Middleton outside. Pass to Lopez. Matthews with the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. And to Tecumbo. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. Takes a shot at the elbow. Young's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Herter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Four on the shot clock. The 3. Rebound Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Middleton. And stolen by Hunter. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Kicks it to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Young outside. Over Bledsoe. But they get it back. And Middleton with the block. Young against Bledsoe. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks trail it. Herter passes to Collins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Very hard not to foul a guy who's in constant motion. Collins once again bringing the energy.
And when he was drafted, there were questions, Smitty, about John Collins' best position. At 6'10", what do you think? Better as a 4 or a 5?
And you know what, Kevin? A lot of people called him a tweener. The way he's developed now, it's positional versatility. Whichever spot he plays, he's holding his own.
First free throw is good. And it wasn't until midway through John Collins' 2nd season at Wake Forest, Smitty, that he really jumps onto the NBA scouts' radars.
You're right. A 19-year-old sophomore. What he did, he led the nation in player efficiency rating. The production undeniable then and now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague for Young. Interesting, Smitty. We're seeing guys like Dirk and Vince Carter play into their 40s. I'm wondering if this is a byproduct of improved nutrition and conditioning, and if that accelerates this trend.
I think it does, Kevin. I also agree to add to that. I think the game is less physical. I think a lot of those guys are taking care of themselves, but when the game is not as physical, it's a lot more perimeter. You can play longer. I'm curious, Kevin, will anybody play into their 50s?
You know, wouldn't that be amazing? That's a good question. Now, here's Lopez. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
The Hawks trail by 8. Teague feeling it out a bit. It's Dedmon, top of the key. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A 3 off the inbound. Reddish's shot is good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here is Hill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
And it was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Hawks on D. It's a 5-point game. Here's Lopez. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's tipped. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And that is the length of Robin Lopez on display.
Reddish with the ball. Williams picks him up. Teague for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Lopez right side. Now Ilyasova. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. Over Jones. Ilyasova can't hit.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Here's Reddish. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
1:22 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Feeds it to Jones. Another shot. Rebound, Milwaukee. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
58 seconds left to play here in the first. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. Number 5 is Cam Reddish.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Hill against Teague. Passes it to Lopez. It's deflected. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Hill against Teague. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Williams kicks to Korver. Trying to find Ilyasova and gets it to him. Over Jones, and Jones sends it back. Over in the corner, Reddish. Will it go? Rebound by Williams.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Bucks on top, up by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, we've got Williams. Kyle Korver is out there with George Hill. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Steve, so many talented players in the league. Sometimes there's frustration over the lack of playing time. For instance, you look at the Celtics last year, a prime example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Kevin, you can have too much talent at the same positions and also style of play. You need some guys that can do other things that be effective on the court versus just scoring the basketball, and I think that's the reason why the Celtics ran into some trouble last year.
Now, here is Hill. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lopez left side. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Korver, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Teague, the pass to Dedmon. Bembry kicks to Teague. Lets it go from 14. Milwaukee with the rebound. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Kyle Korver, a former late second-round pick. What a career he's had. A first-time All-Star in his 30s. He's just keep getting better.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Amazing story for Dwayne Dedmon. Didn't play organized basketball until he was 18, undrafted out of USC, but his talent has won out.
It's his first trip to the line.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
The free throw drops for Dedmon. And he may have picked up the game late, but Dedmon is making up for lost time.
What I like, he's improved his hands and decision-making. Even added a three-point shot the last couple of years. You can tell he's putting the work in.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Hill kicks to Williams. The pass to Lopez. Outside Korver. Pass to Ilyasova. The shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Bucks leading by 10. And here's Korver. He's got 7. Hill inside. Teague covering. Fast break, the Hawks. Lots of room. And the shot is long. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Hill drives in. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon, hard to get your shot over that.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's John Collins in for Jones. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Now here's Teague following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Poke loose. They double him with Giannis. Pass to Bembry. The 10-footer. And nothing but hair on that one. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now here's Teague. A 17-point game for him in the win against Cleveland. And finished off by Collins.
John Collins is one of those guys, when he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
Bledsoe against Teague. Bledsoe outside. The kick out to Lopez. The 3 from Korver. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
With floor spacing at a premium, they need him to hit these shots. Made just that one in the first.
And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
2 shots. Last on the first.
Free throw good, Teague.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlight film.
Reason why: he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
Both good from the line that time. You know, Steve, the 2018 rookie class really burst out onto the scene. What has impressed you most about that group?
I think a couple things, Kevin. First of all, they're very talented. They handle themselves extremely well off the court. But most of those guys were able to last through the rookie wall and play pretty much 75 to 82 games.
Yeah, really put their fingerprints on their team, didn't they?
They did, and a lot of those guys are leaders.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender, who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
The Hawks making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Free throw, good. Matthews. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Passes it to Herter. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Bledsoe dishes to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Young passes to Capella. In the corner, Collins with it. Here's Young. Good work there as it goes. Young's got 7 points in the game.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Bledsoe with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez, no luck. The Hawks trail by 13. Lob pass to Capella. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Atlanta's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Young taking his time here. Outside Collins. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 15. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Hunter. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. In the corner, it's Capella. Bledsoe with it. And guarded by Capella. And it's the Bucks on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Middleton. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
Middleton hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Lopez against Capella. Young. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And again, the Bucks miss. Deflects the pass. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Now, here is Young. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Cleveland. To end the run, knocks down the 3-ball. Young's got 10 points.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3-ball. Give me back that momentum.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. An easy 2 points on the layup. Bledsoe's got 4 this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Young. He's got 10. And there's the pass to Capella. Good D by Lopez.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. You look at the Bucks. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Hawks, 2 spots down.
And right now for the Bucks, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And Capella sends it back, and he recovers it. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton left side. No good from the wing.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender, right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they really haven't made much of an impact on the offensive glass here in the second quarter. There's been a significant drop-off in that area.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Wesley Matthews. And so he makes both from the line. Bucks leading by 19. And here is Hill. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. For 3, Middleton. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Poked away. Stolen by Middleton. Here's the break. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Young following the bucket by the Bucks. Inside, hangs, and it's good on the way in. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Bledsoe. The shot comes out, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
They get a hand on it. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of the game. Young from outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Two.
And that one falls for Middleton.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Jones checked in for Clint Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Young. Middleton hits them both. 1:10 left here in the second. Teague, the pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry, defended by Ilyasova. And it's Middleton penetrating.
So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And that one falls for Middleton. Middleton hits them both. 55 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Dedmon. Now here's Reddish, defended by Middleton. And of course there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
2.
And he knocks down the first one. Lopez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 44 seconds left here in the second. Teague against Hill. Pass to Ilyasova. And stolen by Dedmon. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Bembry. And the layup's good off the glass.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Hill finds Ilyasova. Hill deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Korver passes to Williams. Trying to get open is Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Milwaukee with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, and getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins, and it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Bucks leading by 19. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Lopez. That one doesn't drop. Collins with some nice D. Here's Herter. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Bledsoe outside. And the pass to Lopez. Now here's Middleton. And stolen by Hunter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bledsoe against Young. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Herter passes to Young. The dish to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Young from the arc.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
The Hawks trail by 21. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Collins with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Middleton on the wing. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And Capella sends it back. Hunter with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Hunter no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bledsoe comes over to help. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Young outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Here's Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. Young with the steal. And they're running. Hunter with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. It's Matthews on the wing. Down low. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Young against Bledsoe. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 5 on the clock. Here's Capella. Rebound, Milwaukee. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Bucks now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Herter, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Bledsoe outside. Stolen by Collins. Here's Herter. Finished off the break. Herter's got 4 this quarter.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Now here's Bledsoe. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Here's Young after Eric Bledsoe's score. Collins finds Capella. Lopez with the block. Bledsoe right side. Young with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 19. Young dishes to Collins. Here's Herter. Antetokounmpo defending. Collins kicks to Young. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down. They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
The first free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Teague's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. George Hill's checked in for Matthews. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Hawks trail by 21. Teague the pass to Capella. Lobbed up there for Collins. And finished off by Collins.
The agility, the hops, the great hands. Collins is the perfect alley-oop partner.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6 for 3. Hill. And the Bucks miss again. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 19-point game. To the inside. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Young against Bledsoe. Outside Hill. Back to Bledsoe. The 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trail by 17. Here's Hunter. Yep, it counts. Hunter's got 4 this quarter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Oh, Middleton in position. Here's Young. He's got 12. It's stolen by Hill, and it's the Bucks on the break. Hill leading the charge, and Giannis throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
So it's the Hawks now after the basket by Milwaukee, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Damian Jones comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for Young. Now here's Lopez. He's got 5.
Lopez.
Outside Hill. Shot clock at 6. Williams for 3. That shot is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Reddish's shot is good. Now Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
First trip to the line for him here.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
No good on the free throw. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Now here's Teague. 5 points in the game. Up and in on the layup. Teague's got 7 points in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Hill against Teague. Hill passes to Korver. It's back to Hill. The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Reddish. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 16. Teague, the pass to Jones. Yep, that one goes in there.
allowing any room to operate. You know he's going to be aggressive.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Outside Hill. Inside, here's Lopez. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. He's got 7.
I'll tell you what, you appreciate Robin Lopez's energy and his toughness.
Atlanta's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Teague finds Dedmon. Here's Bembry. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Bucks leading by 16. Outside Hill. To the left wing. On the wing, Williams. 4 on the clock. Off target on the 15-footer.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Count it. And that's 12 points for Cam Reddish.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Teague against Hill. Kicks to Williams. And here is Ilyasova. Pass to Lopez. Over Dedmon. And he overshot that one, missing. And Teague's got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 14. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Korver. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. In the third spot, the Bucks.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Here's Bembry. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Jones in the post, working on Ilyasova. Outside Korver. Pass to Ilyasova. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Hill. And again, the Bucks miss. The Hawks trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones kicks to Bembry. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass. Bembry's got 5. 9 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Korver. From outside the arc. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Matthews out there with George Hill. Then it's Williams. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Korver in at the 3 spot.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Now here's Matthews. Korver kicks to Matthews. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The kick out to T. And a miss there on the triple.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's Hill. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Hill very steady at the free throw line. Not the guy you want to give any cheap fouls against.
Free throw drops for Hill.
George Hill, you know, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend 1s or 2s, one of those players who could fit in on any team in the league.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Bucks also with the sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Korver. Both free throws good from Hill.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Bucks leading by 12. Matthews passes to Hill. Back to Matthews. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Now here's Teague.
And make no mistake, George Hill is a two-way player. Great contest there.
Passes it to Matthews. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Here's Ilyasova. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Herder passes to Capella. Banked in off the glass. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here is Hill. Matthews left side. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Now here's Teague following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Takes the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Ilyasova's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
The pass to Giannis. Takes the 13-footer. Yep, that one goes. Giannis has got 24 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Capella, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for Teague. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. And he sinks the second. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Knocked loose. Matthews with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Capella kicks to Hunter. Young against Middleton. Young drives in, and that one drops for him.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Bucks leading by 11. Bledsoe with it. The feed to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Young following the bucket by the Bucks. In the corner, it's Hunter. Pass to Capella. Milwaukee with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Matthews dishes to Middleton. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Bucks lead by 15.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Collins finds Young. Count that one.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. Outside Matthews. Pass to Giannis. Shot clock at 5. Young against Bledsoe. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trail by 13. Young up top. Guarded by Bledsoe. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about, if we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young with the ball. Matthews covering. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
In his rookie season, a rough start shooting the ball for Trae Young. He came on down the stretch in a big way.
Here's Capella. Matthews with the steal. Giannis outside. It's stolen by Capella. To the paint. And finished off by Collins.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And some new records for Trae Young, the first rookie in NBA history with over 45 points and 15 assists in a game.
Kevin, also the fourth rookie since the merger to post 3 consecutive 35 points games. The others, Bernard King, Michael Jordan, and Allen Iverson. That's the company you want to be in.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Passes it to Capella. And here's Young. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. For 3, Middleton. The shot will not fall. So Atlanta will take it the other way. To the middle. Here's Capella. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. That's good from Capella. And he can't hit the second. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Matthews. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. Now Young. Poke loose. Collins in the post. Antetokounmpo defending. And the shot is good. And that's 10 points for John Collins.
Efficient in the painted area. Collins has a purpose behind his actions.
Bledsoe against Young. Now here's Matthews. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Here's the 3. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Lopez. 18 points for Chris Middleton.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 13-point game. And it's sent back by Bledsoe. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. It's tipped. Now here's Hunter. Defended by Middleton. Unloads from 13. Rebound Milwaukee. Lopez has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Middleton can't get it to go. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Hunter.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Middleton with it. It's Matthews on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Now, here is Young. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And that one falls for Middleton. Middleton hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
First one falls for him.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
And so Young nails them both. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. Back to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo against Collins. The wide open look here for Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Hunter, no one around him. Off target from outside.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 14. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 14. And here's Young. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Herter. The three-pointer is right on target.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Bledsoe. It's Matthews on the wing. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Milwaukee leading by 8. Outside for Bledsoe. For 3, Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Middleton on the wing. There's the triple. Here's Giannis. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. No good again that time. Herter passes to Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door. They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Atlanta.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Carter, that's good.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Capella dishes to Young. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Wilson. Brown outside. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.